I want to say a little about singer-songwriters, working in the tradition of Orpheus, blessed in a way beyond all other mortals in their ability to incorporate feelings into sound, making music, and cursed in a way as well. Of course, in this pantheon, there's Bob Dylan. Many books have been written about him. He's written some of them himself, so he really doesn't need any more consideration or adulation. There's Sinatra and Elvis, but they were more performers than the singer-songwriters I'm thinking about. They are more like comets. They appear so rarely and often for a brief time, and they resemble nothing that has come before. There's Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Ray Charles, The Killer, Chris Christopherson, a host of them, and this is just the men for the moment. Let's think about Billy Joel and Elton John. They were both propelled to stardom by a single song, The Piano Man and Your Song. Your Song is a sentimental, clever little ditty with enough heart to be a huge hit. John didn't write his songs, and many of them, for me, are vacuous, sold only by the magnitude of his performance and overamped, glittering Liberace. He was not to my taste. Joel really wasn't either, but his songs had depth and texture. You couldn't miss that. The Piano Man gave us a character, an audience, a very particular setting. It was a stark little drama set to music. And Joel would repeat that formula in many of his later hit songs, which were gathered up by Twyla Tharp and made into a musical quilt of a song and dance show. But the male singer-songwriter I want to consider for just a moment, as he shoots past in the sky, is Bill Withers. As a young man, he joined the Navy, stayed for about 10 years, then got out and went straight to LA in order to be a musician. And he gave us Ain't No Sunshine. They say he had a stutter, and maybe that's where the I know comes from in that song, but wherever that song comes from, it is insistent and original. He followed that up with Use Me, which is a blues song with an amusing twist, rather like inventing a new pitch in baseball, and then Lean on Me, and Just the Two of Us, and Grandma's Hands. Withers was disgusted with corporate interference in the music business, and rather than fight it, he walked away, retired, leaving behind him those unforgettable tunes. For the women, there's Barbra Streisand and Bette Midler, Joni Mitchell, Laura Nyro, Cyndi Lauper, and now there's Taylor Swift and Alicia Keys. There are many more, of course, but the one I want to recall right now is Tracy Chapman. I think the first time anyone hears Fast Car, they've got to stop and go, wow. It's such a big, unexpected song, that fast car going nowhere, that mixture of hope and hopelessness, fear and daring, joy and despair, of being trapped and seeking freedom. When I said Bill Withers' songs were unforgettable, that goes double, I think, for Fast Car. It's such a beautiful, effusive, sad song. It's someone's whose heart has already been broken, believing that they might still find a shot at happiness. And then she has the nerve to come up with Give Me One Reason to Stay Here, one of my all-time favorites. When I first heard that with its gorgeous little groove and caught its message, I was in permanent agreement. One more thing. The singer-songwriters have quirky voices that are perfectly matched to their creations, making them unmistakably their own. I heard about Chapman's rendition of the Benny King song Stand By Me on one of the last Letterman shows, and I had to look that up. Thanks to the internet, it's still around, and it's lovely, as is she, such a stripped-down, no-frills version of a great song. The first stanza before the famous refrain nearly knocked me out. Real singer-songwriters always pull it up from deep down in the heart.